Hey guys, I wanted to tell you about another really freaking awesome game called FTL. It's an indie game, one of my first indie games that I'm going to review, and it stands for Faster Than Light. I know what you're thinking, another good game on the Angry Joe Show? Well, shut up, fool! I know it seems like there have been a lot of good games lately and I've been issuing a lot of good scores, but that's only because there have been a lot of really good games. And tell me, are you gonna bitch about good games? Come on. Besides, if you want to see some classic anger, I got Dragon Ball Z Connect and Fable the Journey coming up. They're Connect games, so yeah, I don't expect much for them. So come back to check those out. But until then, it brings me more happiness to tell you about the awesome ones, and FTL is one of those. Now, it's an indie title made by just two guys, Matthew Davis and Justin, and it's actually a product of a successful Kickstarter project. And seeing how well it paid off here makes me way more inclined to give more attention to these types of projects. Now, FTL is a fresh idea on a retro classic rogue style game. It's sort of a spaceship management game where you choose between ship types at the beginning, loaded up with crew, and basically simulate being a Star Trek captain.
You think me stupid, Admiral Joe? You want me to lower my shield so you can destroy my ship? To hell with you! Fire disruptors! Fire everything! Bah!
Oh, shit! Diverting power and crew between your various systems. Targeting your enemy's subsystems to give you an edge in combat. Arm all weapons, lock on target, photon torpedoes, full spread, maximum yield, on my mark.
Yes! Now that's more like it, Admiral Joe!
And even fighting off invaders that beam over to your ship to muck things up. In FTL, you will be running from the Rebel fleet across 8 different sectors, trying to reach your flagship. Now, along the way to the exit in each sector, you're going to travel to the various systems. Each system has a random event with an RPG-like quest, with various fun, thematic results. Now, most of them end up in combat situations, and that's where most of the bulk of the game is played. Diverting power between systems, crew, and firepower. Now, as you defeat enemies and complete missions, you earn scrap, which is used to buy new weapons, new systems, and new abilities at stores. So you'll be developing different strategies depending on your ship and how exactly you want to play. You know, whether you use heavy drones to defend and destroy, or pack your ship full of missile banks, or you can even invest heavily into evasion and cloaking technology. All of these choices are viable and a ton of fun to play out. Thankfully, the UI and the controls are well done and smartly laid out. Now, it may look a little bit complicated to somebody seeing it for the first time, but trust me, it could not be simpler.
It's really simple. Let me go ahead and show you it. You got your hull indicator right here. Shields right here, just goes up to 4. Then you got your fuel, missiles, and drones. And that'll show you your scrap. Here you've got your crew over here, and you can see each crew can be leveled up in their certain abilities. Then you've got your power, and you can go ahead and divert your power between shields and engines and, you know, oxygen, health, and weapons, of course. You can turn on and off these weapons in case you need to use the missiles or when you don't. Then you got your drones over here and your subsystems. Close and open doors here. That helps with fire and intruders. And of course, you've got more detailed upgrades here when you upgrade your ship, upgrade your power. You've got your crew. You can have up to 8, and equipment, which you can swap out slots, find the best combinations of weapons. Simple.
FTL is surprisingly addicting for such a short little game. You can get through it maybe in an hour or two. It's like gambling, like a slot machine. You just want to play one more time to see what you're gonna get and to see if you can, beat the game. Because this game is fucking hard. Like really hard. Easy mode is hard and normal is even harder. And adding to the difficulty is the fact that you cannot save during gameplay. So if you screw up, that's it. That guy's dead or that ship component's blown up. There's only an option to save and pick up from where you left off when you exited. It really gives a good sense of tension throughout the game. However, if you don't like games where you die over and over, forcing you to sort of learn from your mistakes and develop strategies to lessen the randomness of exploring a pretty dangerous galaxy, then you're probably not gonna like the game, because you're gonna die a lot. Fire!
Fire everything!
Oh, batteries, fire!
Fuck you, Spoon Time! Screw you, Joe!
From fires, lack of oxygen, to laser beams slamming into that room with your injured crew at the wrong time. All of it, though, is fun as hell to watch play out.
Yeah, boy. Fire, 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 fire. Haha, fucked up his engines. Alright, let's go ahead and target everything on his weapons. What the fuck? I got intruders. Intruders detected. Alright, so there's two mantises. Let me go put some help. Everybody get in that room. They're fighting. Them mantises are hard. Shoot them in the back. Yeah. Oh shit, he's about to die. Run away. And I blew your ship up. Where you gonna go? You ain't going nowhere. You dead. You dead. Dead. Little punk.
Now, I'd say that the game has a bit of a luck mechanic, a little too much. 10% of it is about what ship you select at the beginning. I'd say about another 30% is your planning and adapting to what the game throws at you. But majority of it, the 60%, is just pure luck. What you end up running into. And I do think that they can scale back the luck factor a bit more, but you can negate some of these things by getting long-range sensors so you know where you're going to end up jumping to and stuff. But the music is really well done, and the graphics are decidedly retro. It really sets up a good atmosphere between these two things. Replayability is obviously fantastic. I've played this game for like 30 plus hours, which is pretty crazy for such a short game. Since that you can unlock 9 different ship types, some of them requiring secret missions or specific set requirements to meet, like having certain crew aboard. And even every ship has 2 different layouts that you can unlock by completing these various fun different achievements. There's also 7 different races, alien species in the game, each of them having their own special abilities as crew. So you might want to put your energy beings in the weapon room so that you have more power there. But the game does lack some things. It lacks multiplayer, which seems like it would be perfect for it. It also doesn't have the ability to create your own ship types. That would have been really awesome. But the game manages to accomplish its mission beautifully in a nice little package. And considering it was only made by 2 guys, that's pretty awesome. So my final verdict for FTL is an 8 out of 10 with a badass seal of approval. It earns that considering how addicted I was to it over these past few days. I highly recommend it to any sci-fi or strategy fan. And when I saw it being played, I didn't really care to try it out, but since I'm a sucker for space sims, I tried it out and I was pleasantly surprised and happy that I did. It's the perfect companion game to go along with XCOM that I already recommended to you guys. It's got a similar story-generating mechanic. And there's a ton of potential here for improvement and expansion. You know, just scale back a bit on the luck factor, maybe add more variation in the mission types, perhaps lessen that hurried mechanic where you have to run from the rebels to get to the next sector, open it up a bit more so that you can explore the galaxy. But there's a reason why there's tons of people playing it at the moment, doing Let's Plays, and it's pretty telling when people are complaining that after, I played this game for 30 hours, there's not enough content. Really? That's pretty good for a $10 game, and I'm still playing this thing. I've got 4 more ships to unlock and a lot of the Type B layouts. The value is far better than many things out there. But if you could find a way to squeeze this into your October budget, then try to do so. I know it's hard. So many good games out. And if all ship management games are this good, then I'm looking forward to a hell of a lot more of them. Until then, I'll see you guys on the next Angry Joe Show.